Welcome to Naturally Savvy TV. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Randy. Many of you have heard the term essential fatty acids, also known as EFAs, omega-3s, or good fats.
You can either get it from food such as fish and or a supplement such as fish oil.
But here's the issue. A lot of the fish that we eat contains mercury, heavy metals, preservatives, and environmental toxins like PCBs.
Now, we're not telling you to avoid fish entirely, but we are asking you to be mindful of the type of fish you eat and how much of it. This is especially critical if you're a pregnant or nursing woman or you have young kids at home. With that said, and from the research I've read, I'm a big fan of fish oil. But it's really important that I use a brand that I could trust.
A brand that we've researched and fell in love with is Nordic Naturals. They make high-quality omega-3 fish oils from Norway. They're third-party tested. They've won awards for purity and freshness, and they taste fantastic.
Here to tell us more about fish oil is Dr. Duffy Mackay. Currently serving as Nordic Naturals Research Advisor, he facilitates the numerous ongoing human clinical trials using Nordic natural products and is developing research-based educational materials for professionals and consumers.
Welcome, Duffy. I thought it would be a good place to start with what is an essential fatty acid.
Well, in human nutrition, there are certain vitamins, minerals, and fats that have been termed essential because the human body does not manufacture them and we must get them from diet or supplementation. In the fat department, there's two essential fatty acids. If we do not get them from either eating fish or other sources of these essential fatty acids, we will become deficient. A great example is vitamin C. Vitamin C, if we don't eat it, we end up with scurvy. And if we supplement or eat oranges, we do not get scurvy. So in essence, it's required, but we can't make it ourselves.
So what are some examples of essential fatty acids?
Well, there's two main classes of essential fatty acids. There's the omega-6 fatty acids and the omega-3 fatty acids. The omega-6 fatty acids are from certain vegetable oils such as soy, corn, safflower, and sunflower. We get plenty of those in our diet. The omega-3 fatty acids are from things like flax, fish oils, algae, things of that nature. And these are things we don't get very much of in our diet.
So Duffy, what exactly is fish oil?
Well, fish eat algae. And algae is a great source of the omega-3 fatty acids, but there's not very much omega-3 fatty acids in algae. So what happens is the fish eat the algae and they bioaccumulate these important fats. So what fish is, and the oils of the fish, is one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids on the planet.
So of the two, between the omega-3 and the omega-6, which is the one that we would be more deficient in?
It's absolutely established in many, many different research settings that we are deficient in omega-3 fatty acids. Our food supply has so much excess omega-6 fats from soy oil, corn oil, safflower oil. It's in every processed food, so we get so much of it. The research has looked at this very carefully because we found that the Paleolithic diet, or the diet of pre-industrial humans, was about a 1-to-1 ratio of these two essential fatty acids. When we learned to refine vegetable oils, the production of, say, for instance, soy oil went up 1,000-fold time. This is something that never existed in the food supply. Now what they're finding is we're eating about 20 parts omega-6 to 1 part omega-3. These two fats work very closely together in the human body for many different functions. And when the omega-6 is in excess, they found a state of chronic inflammation. Excess omega-6 has been linked to chronic inflammation. You can look at it a different way as a deficiency of omega-3s. The current, as I mentioned, 15-21 is what they're looking at, what humans are eating now, and really ideally probably in a 1-to-1, 2-to-1 ratio. So this has captured the attention of the American Heart Association, the World Health Organization, American Diabetes Council. The inflammation caused by excess omega-6s may be the underlying pathology for multiple disease conditions: dementia, Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes. It's a big deal in conventional medicine right now. The American Heart Association has point blank said anybody with any risk markers of heart disease needs to be on 1 gram of omega-3 fats daily, period. So fish becomes one of the best ways to get enough omega-3 fatty acids.
So I like to eat tilapia and rainbow trout. What am I getting from that fish?
They're high in protein. and they have a nice array of fatty acids. They're not extremely rich in omega-3s. If you walked into my clinical practice and told me that's what you ate, I'd say wonderful, keep it up, but I would like you to supplement in addition to that, because you really need these omega-3s, specifically as a woman, to really benefit your health.
So what's the proper dosage for an average adult?
This is a great question. I get this question a lot. There's some variability, but I'm going to defer to the American Heart Association, because what they've done is accumulated all the data and looked at it up and down and all over the place. They've determined 500 milligrams a day of omega-3s just to prevent symptoms of deficiency. That equates to about 2 servings a week of a quality fatty food. So you could eat 2 cans of sardines a week and you wouldn't be deficient in omega-3 fatty acids. But I'll add to that, anyone with any risk markers of heart disease, and this could be an extended waistline of 42, it could be high blood pressure, it could be a bad lipid profile, it could be just that you have a family history of heart disease. Any of these, you should be at 1,000 milligrams of omega-3s per day, based on the American Heart Association recommendations. Take that one step further is, if you suffer from any inflammatory conditions, you have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, you're really struggling with inflammation, then we're looking at 2 to 4 grams a day. And this is really when you're looking at working with your doctor. You're getting into a higher dose regime. You want to let your doctor know, I'm taking 3 grams of omega-3s for my inflammation. Most doctors should give you a big hug and say that's great, because they should know it's going to help your heart, it's going to help with healthy aging. At the same time, it's going to help you with that inflammation, which you don't have other safe options. We know that non-steroidals are possibly not good long term, so fish oil just fits in there so nicely.
Thanks, Duffy. That was such important information. I feel like we've all really learned a lot from it.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me, guys.
In part 2, we'll discuss the benefits of fish oil on children's health and the impact it has on pregnant women.
For a complete list of mercury levels in fish, visit naturallysavvy.com and click on the current video on the homepage. I'm Randy.
And I'm Andrea. Thanks for watching Naturally Savvy TV.